There is one mistake humanity repeats generation after generation, judging people by words instead of patterns. Words are easy, promises are cheap, smiles can be rehearsed. But character cannot hide forever. If you truly desire to understand a person, do not listen too carefully to what they say when life is comfortable. Instead, observe 3 moments that reveal the hidden truth within every human soul. First, observe how they treat people who can offer them nothing. Any man can show kindness to the wealthy. Any woman can show respect to those in power. But the real measure of character is revealed in how someone treats the waiter, the worker, the stranger, or the person beneath them in status. A noble spirit does not change its behavior based on who is watching. True greatness carries humility into every room. The person who speaks gently to the weak possesses a strength far greater than physical power. Second, watch carefully how people behave when life becomes difficult. Pressure is the great revealer of truth. When storms arrive, masks begin to fall. Some become bitter, some become cruel, some blame the world for their failures. But others rise with calmness, discipline, and faith. A strong character is not built during easy days. It is revealed during painful nights. When disappointment strikes, notice who keeps their word. When failure arrives, notice who remains loyal. When darkness appears, notice who still chooses integrity over excuses. That is character. And third, observe what happens when success enters their life. Nothing exposes the heart faster than power. Many people appear humble only because they have no authority. Many appear honest only because they have no opportunity to deceive. But success magnifies whatever already exists inside the mind. If greed lives within them, success will expand it. If arrogance sleeps within them, power will awaken it. But if wisdom and humility exist within them, success will turn them into a light for others. Never envy a person because of money, fame, or influence. Instead, ask yourself this question: has success made them kinder or colder? For life does not reward us based only on talent. In the end, character determines destiny. The world may applaud intelligence. It may celebrate beauty. It may chase wealth. But history always remembers those whose character remained strong when tempted. Pressure and power tried to corrupt them. So before you trust someone completely, before you follow them, before you allow them into your inner circle, observe these 3 things carefully: how they treat the powerless, how they react under pressure, and who they become after success arrives. Because true character is never spoken, it is revealed. Many people behave kindly when they expect something in return. They offer respect to those with money, influence, or status because they believe it will benefit them someday. But true character is not measured by how a person treats important people. It is measured by how they treat those who cannot reward them. The individual who shows kindness without expecting profit possesses a rare quality that cannot be purchased or imitated for long. Observe carefully how someone behaves around workers, strangers, or people society often overlooks. A person may speak politely in front of powerful individuals, yet become rude and impatient towards someone they consider beneath them. In that moment, their mask begins to fall. Character is revealed most clearly when there is no advantage to gain and no audience to impress. Respect given only to. The useful is not respect at all, it is strategy. The strongest souls understand a powerful truth. Every human being deserves dignity. Greatness is not proven through domination or pride, but through humility and compassion. A truly disciplined person carries the same energy into every conversation, whether speaking to a wealthy businessman or a tired worker at the end of a long day. Their behavior does not rise and fall according to social status because their values are rooted deeply within them. Life has a mysterious way of testing people through small moments. The impatient tone, the ignored greeting, the unnecessary insult, these tiny actions expose habits hidden beneath polished appearances. Anyone can pretend for a short time, but consistent behavior eventually reveals the truth. The person who remains kind during ordinary moments demonstrates an inner strength far greater than physical power or financial success. Never underestimate the importance of observing how people treat others when they need nothing from them. It tells you whether their kindness is genuine or merely transactional. In the end, Titles fade, wealth changes hands, and appearances lose their shine, but character remains. The individual who treats every person with fairness and humanity carries a power that no external success can replace. Difficult moments are the great mirror of human character. When life is smooth, almost anyone can appear calm, confident, and kind. Comfort hides weakness the same way darkness hides imperfections. But when pressure arrives, the truth begins to reveal itself. Hardship strips away pretense and exposes the habits, beliefs, and emotions a person truly carries within. Many people speak about loyalty during easy times, yet disappear the moment challenges appear. Others promise strength, but collapse under the weight of temporary failure. This is why adversity is one of life's greatest tests. It reveals who stands firm when circumstances become uncomfortable. A person's reaction during difficulty often tells you more than years of conversation ever could. Observe carefully how someone responds when plans fail. Some immediately blame others for their problems. They attack, complain, and search for excuses to protect their pride. Instead of seeking solutions, they surrender their energy to anger and negativity. These reactions reveal a mind that has no, yet learned discipline. True strength is not the absence of struggle, it is the ability to remain composed while facing it. There are also those rare individuals who become stronger during hardship. Pressure does not destroy them, it sharpens them. They may feel pain, disappointment, or fear, but they refuse to let emotions control their actions. Even in chaos, they continue moving forward with patience and faith. Such people understand that every difficulty carries a lesson capable of transforming them into something greater. Hard times also reveal the depth of a person's integrity. When resources become limited and opportunities disappear, many are tempted to abandon their principles. Some choose dishonesty because it appears easier. Others betray relationships for temporary gain. But a person of true character remains faithful to their values even when life becomes difficult. Integrity tested by hardship becomes stronger than steel. Another powerful truth about adversity is that it exposes emotional maturity. Weak minds react instantly with rage, panic, or bitterness. Strong minds pause, think, and respond with wisdom. They understand that temporary storms do not define permanent destiny. Instead of allowing failure to break their spirit, they use difficulty as fuel for growth, discipline, and self-mastery. In the end, difficult seasons are not sent to destroy a person, but to reveal them. Hardship uncovers courage hidden beneath fear, patience hidden beneath frustration, and resilience hidden beneath pain. When you wish to truly understand someone, do not only watch them during moments of victory. Watch them when life becomes heavy, uncertain, and painful. That is where true character speaks the loudest. Success is one of the greatest tests a human being will ever face. Many believe hardship reveals character, but power often exposes even deeper truths. A person may appear humble, patient, and kind while struggling, yet change completely once success enters their life. Wealth, influence, and authority do not create character, they magnify whatever already exists within. When people finally achieve power, they no longer feel the same pressure to impress others. The masks they once wore begin to disappear. Hidden pride becomes visible. Hidden greed grows stronger. Hidden arrogance speaks louder. This is why success must be handled with wisdom, because without discipline, power can quietly corrupt the mind. Observe how someone behaves after they gain status or recognition. Do they still show respect to ordinary people? Do they still honor those who supported them before success arrived? Or do they suddenly believe they are superior to everyone around them? The answer to these questions reveals the foundation upon which their character was built. Some individuals become intoxicated by success. They begin to believe the world revolves around them. Praise feeds their ego until humility disappears completely. They stop listening, stop learning, and stop appreciating others. In their minds, power becomes permission to control, disrespect, or dominate. But history repeatedly proves that arrogance eventually destroys even the strongest empires. True greatness, however, looks very different. A person of strong character becomes more humble after success, not more prideful. They understand that every achievement carries responsibility. Instead of using power to elevate themselves above others, they use it to inspire, protect, and create opportunities for people around them. Real leaders lift others while climbing higher themselves. Success. S also reveals whether a person values loyalty or convenience. Many people forget those who stood beside them during difficult times once new opportunities appear. They replace genuine relationships with connections based on status and personal gain. But a disciplined soul never forgets the people who helped them during seasons of struggle. Gratitude is one of the clearest signs of inner strength. Another important truth about power is that it exposes emotional control. Some people become impatient and aggressive the moment they gain authority. They enjoy making others feel small because power gives them temporary satisfaction. But a wise person understands that leadership is not measured by how many people fear you. It is measured by how many people trust and respect you. The dangerous thing about success is that it can create the illusion of invincibility. When everything goes well, people often stop questioning their decisions. Pride blinds judgment. Ego replaces wisdom. This is why many successful individuals fall suddenly, not because they lack talent, but because they stopped mastering themselves. External victories mean little without internal discipline. A person with trauma. U character remains grounded regardless of how high they rise. They understand that success can disappear as quickly as it arrives. Money changes. Fame fades. Positions shift. Because of this, they build their identity on principles rather than applause. Their confidence comes from purpose, not public attention. Watch closely how someone treats people after they become successful. The individual who still listens, still respects others, and still values honesty has mastered something far greater than wealth. They have mastered themselves. Such people leave behind more than achievements. They leave behind trust, inspiration, and lasting impact. In the end, power and success act like a spotlight shining directly onto the human soul. They reveal whether a person is ruled by ego or guided by wisdom. Anyone can appear good when they have nothing, but only a rare individual remains humble, disciplined, and compassionate after gaining everything they once desired. That is the true mark of extraordinary character.